Hey, 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 welcome everybody. I'm out here on a lonely road with the Chopp, and I'm going to start a new series. And I'm going to use this bike for a little bit of fun YouTube action. I'm going to get on the road, but I just wanted you guys to see what I'm rolling on today. It's a custom bike that I built. And she's a ton of fun. And she goes 0 to about 90 and nothing flat. That was about 3/8 throttle, maybe half at the most. I gotta really be paying attention when I give it wide open, because she wants to get out from under me. This is basically for those of you who enjoy the days of big block Chevrolets. The size of this motor is equivalent to about a 480 cubic inch big block Chevrolet with 729 lift redshift cams, high compression, monster valves, monster intakes, twin 45 millimeter McCuney carburetors. I gotta be honest, it's a fun bike to go rolling around on. So, the new series are gonna be a lot shorter than this one. Gotta hit my LED blinkers on this bad boy. Now you can hear me. I'm gonna start a new series. Gotta tell you a little story first though, before I do that. The story goes, sorry, it's like super windy out here today, and I'm not sure if you guys can even hear me, but we'll give it a shot. My grandmother died at 90 years old? About a year ago. And she was married to a man by the name of well, I can't tell you his name. And they had the typical struggles of life where you get older and you start having ailments of your body, ailments of your mind, ailments of all kinds. Things are tough, you know. And they found that if they would wake up in the morning, the first thing they would do is they would tell a joke. And that would start off their day with a little bit of humor. And doing that helped the day go by a little better. So, what that means is I'm going to start a little series. It's almost more for myself than it is anybody else. Keep me happy, keep me having the right attitude. And that is, I'm going to tell a joke of the day, okay? I don't know if you guys can even hear me. This bike's a loud bike. But the first joke is actually my grandmother's favorite joke. And as she got older, she started to lose it a little bit. And it became kind of funny because she would forget that she told you this joke already. So I've heard this joke so many times I can't tell you. Every time I see my grandma, she'd excuse me, she'd tell me this joke. So there once was a well-renowned doctor And this doctor, his practice got so busy that he had to move offices. He had to move into a bigger office. And so one weekend they decided they were going to get all the staff together and they were going to move over to this new office. And the doctor was even working, you know, he was taking things over to this office. And he had this very loyal receptionist who, she was kind of like one of those stalwart employees that's always there doing the right thing and trying to go out of her way to make everybody happy and so forth. And so she was there helping this doctor move, and they finally got down the last few things out of the reception area that they needed to take over there, and he had a skeletal spine, a whole body and a skeleton that was hanging on this rack thing that he would use to explain things to his patients and so forth. And they gave this guy a name, even though, you know, it was just a plastic skeleton or whatever. And the name that they gave him was Ed. So the doctor, as he's leaving out, the receptionist had to grab a few things, you know, the last few things to take over. And the doctor, as he walks out, he says, "Don't forget to bring Ed." And ooh, dead deer. So she loads up the car with all of the boxes and things, and man, right last second she remembers, oh crap, I gotta go get Ed and take Ed. So she goes and gets Ed. She goes out to the car and she realizes there's no place to put him. So she decides that she's going to put Ed in the passenger seat of the car, because there's just no other place to put Ed. So she takes him off the stand and she gets him all set up. She puts a seat belt around him and so forth, and he's just sitting up there almost like a human, you know, in this receptionist car. She's driving over to the new office, and she gets stopped at a red light, and boy, she's getting looks from all kinds of people with this skeleton in her front seat of her car. And finally this person can't take it, you know. She's stopped at this red light and this car pulls up next to her and rolls down the window, is trying to get her attention. And so she finally looks over and sees this car driver's trying to get the attention of this lady, the receptionist. So she rolls down her window, and the person in the car next to her says, "Hey, you know, I hope everything's okay. I noticed you got this skeleton in your seat. It's kind of odd." She goes, "Yeah, I've got to take Ed over to the doctor's office." And the lady in the car next to her says, "Don't you think it's a little too late?" There you go. That's my grandma's favorite joke. So anyway, I hope you guys all have a chuckle today somehow, some way. I'm going to be stuck in traffic for a while here. I'm heading down to help one of my buddies on his bikes. And enjoy the joke of the day. Even if it comes on a Harley Davidson, well, it's not even a Harley, but even if it comes on a bike that's not a dual sport. I love all bikes. Each one has its own experience, its own culture. I love them all. Y'all have a good day. Duff Factor out.